Hey folks, today's a good day. It's a good day for another Throw It On Thursday. Today I'm not throwing something on the smoker like I did the last couple times. I'm going to be throwing something on this cast iron skillet. Today I'm going to be making some breakfast sausage, homemade breakfast sausage from scratch. I saw this recipe on a channel called the 1870s Homestead. It's a 4-year-old video, and this guy basically put a spreadsheet together of a bunch of different breakfast sausage recipes and came up with a recipe that kind of combined them all together. And he says it's pretty good, so I'm going to give it a try. The breakfast sausage I'm going to be making is going to be made from scratch. I'm going to grind my own meat, season it, and then cook it on this skillet. I'm going to take that breakfast sausage and throw it on a breakfast sandwich because you know what? I don't think there's a better way of starting a day. So let's get started. Let's season some meat. Our breakfast sausage spice blend is going to consist of 3 teaspoons of sage, 2 teaspoons of thyme, 2 teaspoons of salt, 4 teaspoons of brown sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper, half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, half a teaspoon of coriander. We are also going to be putting maple syrup in here, but I'm going to wait till we mix it in with the meat before I put this maple syrup in. Okay, time to season our meat. I have 2 pounds of coarse ground pork here. After adding all the seasonings, I'm going to be grinding this again to make sure all the seasonings are well incorporated. So here's our seasoning mix. I made enough seasoning for a 2-pound batch. Throw that in there. Now to add a little maple kick to my breakfast sausage, I'm going to be adding some maple syrup. I made a video with Patty where we went to the Taps maple farm and saw how they make this stuff. So we're going to be adding 2 tablespoons to this mixture. Time to get our hands in here and mix it all up. This is smelling really good, just like breakfast sausage. That's mixed pretty good. I'm going to let this hang out in the freezer for about a half an hour, get really nice and cold, and then we're going to put it through our manual hand grinder. Grinding this is going to make it nice and smooth, and also mix those seasonings in a little better. Well, there we go. Now we'll form these into patties. I think I'm going to be making 2-ounce patties, so let's figure out what 2 ounces are. 0.22, 2.011, that's close. Here we go. Okay, let's now form these into nice little patties. To form these into patties, I think some of you might think I'm a little crazy, but I have a couple 1/4-inch dowels here that I cut to a length that I think is the size I want. I'm going to put a little piece of wax paper here, throw one of my breakfast sausage balls on there, put another wax paper on there, and then I'm going to smash it down to 1/4 inch. So we have a perfect little sausage patty. Now I have to do that 15 more times. Okay, here's the last one. I think those turned out okay. Best thing about making these little patties in this wax paper, it's easy to freeze. There's no way I'm going to eat 16 sandwiches today, so most of these are going in the freezer. Today for my breakfast sandwich, I'm going to be making sort of a sausage McMuffin with egg. Of course, we have the egg, we have some cheese. Instead of a muffin, we're going to be using a sandwich thin. And of course, the star of the show, the breakfast sausage we just made. Okay, for Throw It On Thursday, it's time to throw it on the skillet. To cook this egg in a perfectly round circle, I'm going to use my little sandwich maker here. I find 3 minutes is the exact right amount of time to make this perfectly round egg. All right, looks done. Time to assemble our sandwich. Egg turned out really good. I think we did okay. I'm frying up another sausage patty to act as a taste tester. Well, the house is certainly smelling good. Let's give this a try. Yeah. Mm. It is good. That maple is really coming through. It's not very salty, which is good because some of those breakfast sausages you get that you slice that are frozen, pretty salty. This one's okay. You know what though? I think it's time to try it in a sandwich. Here's my copycat sausage McMuffin with egg. Let's see how this tastes. Oh, that is so good. Wow. The sausage I'm getting, it's actually tasting a little more salty in this thing. Maybe because of the salt on the egg, I'm not sure, but the combination of that egg and the cheese, wow. This is a good way to start a day. I'm certainly glad I ran across that 1870s Homestead channel. They have a lot of good, I guess, farm to table sort of dishes on there. They're interesting people that are interesting to follow. They do a lot of their own canning, a lot of their own gardening. It's a really good channel if you're into that sort of thing. The sausage they came up with, pretty darn good. I'm going to be making this again for sure. Well, this certainly was a good way of starting the day. This Throw It On Thursday breakfast sausage edition. Hey, I'm having a good day today. I hope whatever you're doing, you're having a good day. See you next time.